Right, so we've got a trade to review from this morning, some pretty sloppy trading, and a couple of bugs to pick out. So I'm just going to go through a review as I normally would, and then I'm sure bugs are going to come out as I go. So, nice and quick. GBP USD trade, it was actually manually closed it. So on the daily, we are bearish, pull back in, continuated down. So get it import to Claude, because Claude writes it up in a way that when I look back and read over my trades, I can read it properly, because I can't structure a sentence for shit. Right, so on the daily, we were bearish, we broke structure to the downside, pulled back into the premium, and then continued down. This is all just reiterating the morning markup from this morning on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we have broke structure to the downside after the daily mitigation, or the daily premium mitigation, and now trending down in a nice steady fashion. So on the 1 hour, we have a bit of a range going on, and Tokyo or Frankfurt has just wicked the bottom. So let's go with that for Claude. On the 1 hour, we're in a bit of a range. The last low failed to take the high, and then prices come right back down to that low, and then tagged or just swept below that low. Right, onto the actual trade. So here's the real frustrating part, and I keep doing this. I did it 2 weeks ago. This is a big bug in my trading right now. A big bug, and I need to figure it out pretty bloody quick, because it's very frustrating to experience. And I do it on command, like I'm not doing it. It just happens. So this is quite an important trade review, this. So anyway, I said in the morning markup I wasn't comfortable I'm not very comfortable taking longs, and I don't know why, I'm just not comfortable taking longs. So anyway, here, so Frankfurt opened, it swept Tokyo low, we just took out the other low as well, and then we pushed up, breaking structure, 5-minute structure to the upside there. So we just took out a 1 hour low. Asia has been swept, and we've had a break structure on the 5-minute to the upside. That's a bullish, that's everything, that's a full confirmation of a bullish trade. Entry model A is what we took, with a limit order on the 50%, covering the low. And I actually risked 0.5% on this trade because I weren't feeling confident. I'm not confident on buy trades. Anyway, so we entered on the 50%, fine with 0.5%, feeling the nerves already, being a buy trade. It's a range trade as well, because there's no high time frame direction, because technically we're in the 4 hour premium, and the 1 hour structure is not shifted bearish, it's not shifted bullish. So it's a range trade. So on my trade plan, it says less risk, so 0.5% probably. Actually, given the trade plan, it was the right thing to do, half risk, because it's a range trade. However, I did it out of fear, not because I was remembering the plan. So that's an important piece of this puzzle, not remembering the plan. Anyway, if I jump on the 1 minute, you'll be able to see it better. Price pushed up here, and then dropped bearish, and then started chopping around. And what's hilarious, this is a 1 minute chart, so that's like 7 to 8 minutes. So it's literally like a couple of 5-minute candles over that. From getting in to when I got out, must have been 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes max, maybe on the third. And I closed and bottled the trade, even though I only had 0.5% on. And I'd convinced myself that, because when I looked at the euro, you see the euro took Asia lows, gave the bull reaction that was happening at the same time as the bull leg there on GBP USD, and then right on this low here, when price melted and disobeyed that low, right then was here. It was when price started to fall. So I looked at euro dollar and we're like, oh no, price is continuing down. I bottled the trade. So I'm in 2 minds with the trade. Range trades also were a 3-hour fixed, rather than any structural targets as per to the plan, which I'm happy with that. 3-hour target, that would have been a solid win. But still, being able to just leave the trade alone, it can draw, I've said many times, I've said in these other videos, price can draw down as far as 90%, and that just about did 90%. But the thesis of the trade still stands. The sweep is the trade, the sweep is the thesis. It's not invalidated until that high or low has gone. If I get rid of this, you can see here that we've took, this line here is the 1 hour low, we've took the low, we've swept Asia, and we've had that big bullish reaction breaking structure. That's enough of an impulse to say, right, we're going in that direction. It's frustrating to close early and miss out, because that would have took my 200 grand valuation to, it wouldn't have quite passed the phase one, but it wouldn't have been far off. It would have only been 1 or 2% away from phase one on the evaluation. So it's quite a frustrating one to swallow, that, especially given the fact that this is the recurring mistake. Now, one good thing is I'm very happy, no tilt, no revenge trading. I don't seem to have those impulses, which is good, but at the same time, it's more the frustration of not obeying the plan. I already know this. So, implementable actions, what am I doing now? I need to create a new backtesting session in TradeZeller, and I need to go over the last couple of years and run this current model, because I've got a couple of years worth of backtested trades, but it was when I was developing this sweep strategy with higher time frames. So as I keep going through to try and extract data, I'm noticing that every time I look through trades, they're not on model trades. And I said in the morning markup that I need to work out if it's worth holding trades over a weekend if I have a good setup. So that's what I need to find out from this new backtesting session. I need to get more familiar with longs and get comfortable taking long positions, just like the position today. I wasn't comfortable taking it, even though it was on model, and I should be comfortable taking it. So that I need to go and familiarize myself just buying. Sounds silly, but it is what it is. And then I need to hold, I need to leave the bloody trades alone. Said this in most of the videos so far, got to leave it alone. But anyway, let's input this to Claude. So on the 5 minute, on the entry time frame, Frankfurt opened, swept Tokyo lows. We took out that 1 hour low, and then we had a big rejection candle followed by a massive bullish engulfer, and then multiple bullish candles after breaking structure, giving us a good confirmation that was a liquidation, and we are, at least in the short term, going long. This was a range trade because we had no 1 hour direction, which means fixed 3 hour target. The target would have been hit about half an hour ago, and it's 6 o'clock now, so it had been hit at about 5:30. But what else am I missing? Drawdown was up to 90%. That's it. Frustrating one. I closed it at break even when price started looking funny. I thought that that's what it is. Diet Coke. Should be rum and coke right now though. Putting the patio down in the rain as well. Straight after this. Watching this go to profit while standing in the rain. Putting flags down. Cool. So I have my description, market reviewed, strategy. Add the strategy. This was a open structure scalp or range trade. Open structure scalp, I just mean that as it's a short-lived trade. There's no open structure, so there's no structure to target. It is simply a fixed 3R and off we trot. Frustrating day today, but I've got my action plan. I'm literally gonna get to this evening. This is gonna be my week's mission because I need to get familiar with longs. I need to have a fresh on-model trades to extract data from, and I need to do better this week. So hopefully there's more opportunities to come this week. That's I'm gonna mark this as a loss rather than a break even. So see you in the morning.